What's up, everybody? It's Young here, and welcome to E3. This is the Konami booth right here, and I just watched a public E3 2015 demo, and I saw a lot of cool stuff. It was all gameplay, and the demo basically did two things. Rescue a translator, that was a side op, and there was a mission involving, it was mission 3, it's called The Hero's Way, and I couldn't watch parts of it because I had to go in and out, but I want to tell you guys what I saw based on just, you know, the demo. So I'm still kind of like hyperventilating because it looks really good. The game looks amazing. It looks amazingly huge. It's open, it's organic. That's the thing that I want to emphasize. This game is super organic. Everything just kind of happens. There's nothing scripted, and it's just amazing. So the demo started with Big Boss in a chopper. It's called the Air Command Center, and there you can customize everything from your weapons to your, you know, what vehicles you want to take. You know, if you've read the MGS5 previews, you kind of know what can be customized there, right? So vehicles, there's a ton of variety. It's not just like one Jeep, one tank. It's like multiple types of Jeeps, multiple types of tanks, all with their own, you know, designated code and stuff like that. And when you go into this mission sortie menu where you customize your loadout, it's almost like, you know, like the Assassin's Creed loadout or Assassin's Creed loading screen where it's like all white in the background. It's kind of like that. So you see Big Boss, your support, so this is Big Boss right here, your support buddy is in the background, you see Pequod up here, and it's almost like this, like a trophy room kind of thing where you get to see like the models of what you chose, if that makes any sense. It's like this white room where you see all your selected stuff, all, you know, live, and there you can, one thing you can do, something really cool, is you can customize your weapons like in MGS4. You can zoom in your weapon and you can change all the different components, from the muzzle to the frickin' scope, the stuff in the barrel. You can customize it like in MGS4. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was just, you know, you upgrade your weapons and you get what you get. You can actually customize it however the hell you want. It's pretty freaking awesome. That was the biggest thing that stood out for me. Everything else you kind of already know. You can choose your support buddy, you can choose your missions, you can check out your missions, you can choose a starting point, and then you go there. Now the way the player did it is he just took the chopper, Pequod, and he landed it somewhere on the map, and he did a side op, the translator one, and that one is really cool. So the way that one is set up is, well, first of all, you have to go to this blue area on your map in the iDroid. That's where you will find sort of, you know, it's like the mission area in Ground Zeroes when, for example, you have to assassinate the two guys in that side op. I forget their names right now, the eye and the finger. So when you have to do that mission, you see like these blue circles, right? That's sort of an estimated area of where this mission can be tackled. It's kind of like that with side ops. So unlike main missions, which kind of take you to this main mission mode, side ops happen just sort of naturally in the map. It's kind of like the MMORPGs kind of quests where you can just kind of do them, or stuff like Skyrim or Witcher 3 where it's just organic in the map. Missions, however, main missions, kind of isolate you in this area, and if you exit that area, you abort the mission. So the player headed towards this blue circle area in the free roam mode, so to speak, and he found this ginormous facility, but it's been torn down. It's obviously been like bombed or something. There's holes everywhere. It's like a building that looks like a giant piece of cheese, basically made out of bricks. And it's really cool because you can, it's really far away, so you can like use your scope to scout out all the guards. And then it has a lot of holes, so you can scout the people inside the building as well. And then once you do that, you can tackle the mission however you want. The player took a stealthy approach. He knocked guards out. He interrogated them. He was carrying mostly lethal weapons. He had a silenced submachine gun and the MRS-4 rifle, both of them silenced, and he would either use CQC to take guards down, or he would just kill them outright if he was in danger of being exposed. So, sorry guys, a lot of people here. So what he did was he went into the building, and he went to the second floor or something, and that's where you can, so to locate the translator, you have to tag him. You know, kind of like that mission in Ground Zeroes where you have to tag the guy who will tell you about where the cassette will tell you about the intel or something like that. I forget the mission. The one with the cassette tape, where you can find the cassette tape. That one. So what you did there was you tagged the guy, and then Kaz will tell you, yeah, that's the guy. And then you hold him up, and then you had the conversation, and then you knock him out, whatever. It's kind of like that, except you tag the translator, Kaz will tell you, yeah, that's him. And then you Fulton him, and that's that. Pretty simple. And then in that same building, I think there was a third floor, if I recall. There was a POW. It's a female POW, so there are female soldiers in this game, for those wondering. In fact, in the mission sortie, where you do the loadout stuff, he showed us the characters menu, where you select Big Boss, and then there is a bunch of other characters, the ones that you recruited, and one of them was a female. And Big Boss has all A++ stats, whereas everyone else, it's different stats, lower stats than Big Boss, because Big Boss is, well, Big Boss. So anyway, so there was a female POW being guarded by one guard. He knocked out the guard, and then he rescued the female POW via Fulton. She did one of those woohoo things. It was pretty funny. And she got rescued, and that's that. And then the side op was completed. Well, the side op was completed when he Fultoned the translator, but he went ahead and did some more stuff that you could do within the side op. So that's really cool. And then that was the side op. And during that side op, he used D-Wolf, or D-Dog, sorry. And D-Dog, he's pretty awesome. He can do a number of things. He can distract guards. He can attack guards. The usual, what you would expect him to be able to do. And he's a really cool support buddy because he feels so alive. So when Big Boss lays down and he's crawling, D-Dog will lay down as well, and you can pet D-Dog, and you will see, little hearts pop up on his head. Just little stuff like that. His animation is excellent. The way you can interact with him feels natural. The command wheel, you can use that to do all sorts of commands, and you know how it is. If you've watched MGS5 footage, you kind of know how that menu works. And yeah, D-Dog has a similar context-sensitive menu where you can tell him to do whatever. Whether it be call him to your location, tell him to wait here, tell him to howl, tell him to distract guards, whatever. Tell him to attack enemies. You can do all of that. So that's pretty much the side op. And then the main mission, it was called, it's mission 3, it's called A Hero's Way. And that one I actually couldn't watch it completely. I had to exit the demo, or I had to go somewhere real quick and then come back to it. So I couldn't watch the whole thing. But for this mission, the player used D. Walker. And D. Walker is a very cool support buddy because he has legs, so you can have him sprint, and he runs really fast, and it makes a lot of noise. So what you can do if you want to avoid making a lot of noise is the bottom half of D. Walker's legs fold up, and it kind of looks like the bottom, the bottom part of Rex, that kind of triangular kind of feet. So if you look at Rex, go look at its feet. That's kind of the look that you get. It looks like a really small and skinny Rex with like mounted stuff on each side, weapons. And so what you can do there is, so the feet has wheels, and it looks like he's almost skating. It looks like D. Walker is skating, so that's pretty awesome. By the way, I know the lighting here isn't awesome, so I apologize for that, but this is the best location I could find. So D. Walker is awesome. The build that the player had an arm on the right side and a Gatling gun on the left. And the arm is awesome. You can actually sneak behind enemies in wheel mode, in skating mode, whatever you want to call it. And what the guy did was he snuck behind an enemy and he uppercut the guy with the arm, and it sent him flying like a couple of feet away. It was pretty awesome. And of course you can use the Gatling gun where you aim and you just fucking let hell loose on Earth, basically. It's pretty awesome. When you use the Gatling gun, it enters first-person view mode, and when you board D. Walker, on the bottom right, there's an icon with the Gatling gun selected, and it had like 1,500 bullets default. You can probably increase that capacity as the game goes on, as you develop Mother Base. But so that's D. Walker in a pinch. So he has 2 modes of transportation: running and skating. That's what I call it. And then he has 2 weapons, one on each shoulder, and then in the middle is the head He has that, you know, the robotic head that looks like the Mark II from Metal Gear Solid 4. So yeah, that's that. And then what the player did was he went to the mission objective. Again, a lot of that I had to, you know, I had to be somewhere, so I couldn't watch exactly what he did. But he extracted some guy, and then the mission was done. And then he had to exit what was called a hot zone. So the hot zone is basically the mission area that you have to exit in order to complete the mission. And this hot zone, if you exit the mission area without having completed all your objectives, then you will just abort the mission. But once you complete all the objectives, if you exit the area, the hot zone, then you'll complete the mission. So that's how it works. And let's see, what else? And yeah, that's where the demo ended. Now, one thing I would like to note is that there is loading between Mother Base and the field, and then when you do main missions, it kind of, you go to the location, and if you do it from the chopper, it'll just kind of load you into the mission right away. But if you go to the mission starting point, and there's multiple starting points. For mission 3, the Hero's Way, there was 3 starting points, you know, scattered across the map. You can go to any one, and each one has, you know, offers different approaches, different challenges. But so you go to the mission starting point, and you'll see this box, this giant box with a laptop and an antenna on top. And from there, you download the mission briefing. And after that happens, you go into a loading screen, and then you start the mission. So that's how that works. So there is a bit of loading, but it was very short, very quick, very snappy, and it really didn't feel like the flow of the game was broken. It was just setting up stuff for the mission. And one other thing I would like to note is that there is intro credits, like the MGS5 preview has, the MGS5 preview articles have stated, but they're not very obtrusive. They appear either on the corners of the screen, so here, 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 and here, or on the sides here. Never like in the middle. They're never disruptive, so you don't have to worry about that. And it shows everything, like from, you know, the creative director, the producer, whatever. Hideo Kojima's name is on there. And you will also see stuff like guest starring Spetsnaz officer. You will see the enemies that you'll encounter and some of the characters. And I hope they don't take that too far, because I don't want to be spoiled before the mission even begins. So I hope they kind of chill on that a bit. But I thought the credits were cool, nothing too intrusive. And I think that's all I can remember. What I did was I recorded myself talking about what I saw on the screen, so I'm gonna have to go back to that and see what I talked about and see if I missed anything. But that's a brief summary of what I saw. Sorry if I'm mumbling and jumbling my words. I'm still very excited, and I have to be really loud because there's just a lot of people here. It's very noisy, but that's it. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a better idea of what you'll find in MGS5, and there's still more surprises. There's still more MGS5 content to come, so stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.